therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997, went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, you know, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on the SVI Sports Network is presented by Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll, here to help. Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And by KVSI The Wave, the Bear Lake Valley's hit music station on 105.3 FM.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
Welcome to Bear Lake High School basketball. First game of the season that we're on the air on the SVI Sports Network. As the Bear Lake Bears get set to take on the Ririe Bulldogs, you're seeing the JV game live. There's about a minute 25 left. Bears up by 20 and about to be 22. Nice steal there by Romrell, a nice finish. So the Bears taking care of business in the JV. Varsity will start here in about 15 minutes. And Lisa is out at the radio station tonight, so I just went through the crowd, grabbed the first two guys I could find that would say yes to me, and I've got a couple helpers tonight. First of all, I got Sam Roberts helping me. He helped me with some football. Welcome, Sam.
Glad to be here. I was not picked. I was voluntold.
Yeah,
Same
difference. Same difference. And we got Keith Withrich with us as well.
Howdy.
How you doing, Keith?
Hi.
As his daughter puts up a shot, Berle gets the rebound in the JV game. She's had a good game tonight, and he's been a very interested dad, and she puts another one up. Hey, that was a foul. I'll bail her out there. Bear Lake Bears. Oh, that was a twisting shot. Bear Lake Bears. Good defense on the night overall. Have only allowed 33 points, have scored 55. So let's talk varsity. This is game number 2 of the season for the Bear Lake Bears. We'll talk about them here in a minute. And this is game number 4 for the Ririe Bulldogs. They got off to a quick start. They played basically night number 1 that they could, and they've already played 3 other games. And teams that we won't see too much of this year. We would have seen in the past. They started out with Soda Springs, dominated Soda Springs 58-25 to get their first win. Then they played Malad last weekend, and it was the other way around. They lost that one by 20, 56-26. Followed that up with a big win against South Fremont. So far, Ririe is 2-1 on the year. Both of their wins have been double digits, so 47-33 in that South Fremont game. And their loss was by double digits. They lost by 20. So it's been feast or famine for the Ririe Bulldogs so far on the season, but it should be a good challenge for the Bear Lake Bears. Meanwhile, the Bear Lake Bears started their season off last week with a rematch of the state championship game. And sadly, it ended exactly the same way that the state championship ended, with Sugar Salem coming out on top. Another close, hard-fought battle, though. Last week, the Bears started their season off losing to Sugar Salem by a score of 59-50. That's one of those losses, though, that's not going to look that bad as the season goes on. Sugar Salem, the defending state champions, Bears, the defending state runner-ups, and both teams should be some of the better teams in the state again this year, as the Bears return 3 or 4 from the starting lineup from last year's state championship, state champion runner-up team. So we'll see how it goes. And the JV just wrapped up. But let's talk some keys to the game. I know I'm just throwing this at you, but you jokingly said you had one earlier, Keith. So we'll talk some keys to the game tonight, some things we want to see. I'll start off to give you two a chance to think a little bit. What I want to see is the Bear Lake Bears come out, establish themselves defensively. They allowed 59 points. And that's a lot of points for Bear Lake. Traditionally, they don't allow that many points. So I want to see them establish themselves defensively, shut down these Ririe Bulldogs, and jump out and get a victory here in game 2 of their season. All right, who wants to go next?
I think for me, I think defense is obviously always key. We were always told when I was playing ball, defense wins championships. Obviously score more. We have to bring Nate into this, score more points than the other team, obviously. But also I feel like a great key to the game is just precision on the offensive side too. Run the plays, execute, and I mean, take chances. It's early.
Okay, Keith, what's your key to the game?
Well, you stole mine, Sam.
Oh,
but
dang.
I'd like to see some of these younger girls that are out here really step up and kind of take over the roles that they've been given. Be good to see.
Yeah, there is a couple of key players that are gone from last year. The Bears lost 4 seniors, and so I guess it's actually only 2 returning starters from last year's team, but 3 or 4 key returning players. The starters that are missing from last year's team are going to be hard to replace. Emery, Walker, Sadie, Shaw, and Taisley Nail, and then 6-man Julie Saxton not with us this year. They all graduated as seniors after winning a state championship as juniors. They were the state runner-ups as seniors. So there are going to have to be some young girls. They're going to have to step up and fill those roles. There's a couple of young girls out there that we didn't see a lot of last year. Brooke Bamey, she played quite a bit early when Sadie Shaw was injured. So she'll probably take the reins at that point guard position. And then Avery Hunter, a sophomore, will probably, I don't know if she'll start. I wasn't here the other night, so I didn't see who started. But I think Avery will probably fill in some of those minutes that were vacated by both Taisley and Emery, who played in the 3-4 spots. And so you got a couple young kids there. Obviously, Desiree Allman is back this year with the team. You got Brindley Walker that'll step up as well. The starters coming back, Peyton Crockett and Holly Wells. Look for them to be the leaders on this team. Peyton now a senior. Cortland Skinner also one of the senior leaders. That was a crucial part of that team last year. So a lot of skill out there that can step up and fill those positions. So our keys: execute on defense, execute on offense, and have the younger kids step up. I like it. We almost sound like we know what we're talking about.
I'm lost.
It's fun to be back in the packed house here at Bear Lake High School. We got the student section, the pep band. I love the atmosphere of high school sports. We got the middle school cheering section. They had us pull out the end bleachers. They said, "Hey, we want our own cheering section." It's awesome to see the young kids involved. And I will guarantee this tonight, no matter what happens for the second game in a row, the team wearing blue will win. Because just like last week when the Sugar Salem Diggers came to town, they were royal blue and white. These Ririe Bulldogs are royal blue and yellow. If I can see their shorts underneath their warm-ups, it looks like they're wearing black tonight, but they're black, royal, and yellow are their primary colors. The Bear Lake Bears will be in their home white uniforms, but they're out there in all their black warming up. Classy-looking warm-ups for both teams. And we're ready for some basketball. Boys basketball gets started in earnest next week. In fact, the next game we'll have is a boys basketball home game, first game of the season, next Thursday, December 4th. They will be here against West Jefferson. And then they have 2 games in a row the next 2 nights, so 3 games straight for the boys basketball. And these girls will next be in action next weekend. They are at the Sugar Salem tournament and play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're going to try to bring you as many of those games as we can in conjunction with the boys' games, because the boys' games are up in South Fremont and Teton those same 2 nights. And so we're going to try to do double duty next weekend. Wrestling gets started. They have their first tournament next weekend. So winter gets busy in a hurry as you get 3 sports going all at the same time. And they're 3 sports that play multiple times a week. Cross country is a once-a-week thing. Football is a once-a-week thing. Volleyball usually only twice. You get to basketball and wrestling, it's 2, 3, 4 nights a week for all sports, and it gets chaotic. But we'll try to keep you informed here on the SVI Sports Network and bring you all those games that we can. Whew. All right, let's take a quick break. I've talked a lot, and we'll come back and see what these guys have to say in our pregame show, and we'll take a 2-minute break and be back right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on an LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh?
Yep. Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour.
Ron breaks 300 in 4 seconds.
Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard.
You drive in a circle.
You don't even steer.
Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old.
Quiet! Matlock's on!
That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
This is live coverage of local high school sports on SVI Media and the SVI Sports Network.
We're back at the Bear Lake High School Gymnasium for Bear Lake basketball. And the Bear Lake Bears taking on the Ririe Bulldogs. And I got a little bit of coaching on how to pronounce one of the starters. And I hope I get it right. If anybody's listening out there for Ririe, if I get it wrong, it's not intentional. I'm doing my best. But it looks like our starters are going to be, let's just talk about that real quick now that we have them. For the Bear Lake Bears, it'll be Cortland Skinner, Brooke Bamey, Desiree Alleman, Peyton Crockett, and Hallie Wells. That's a tall lineup.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big lineup for the Bears. Brooke Bamey, the only one that's not. Probably 5'6", 5'8", or taller. Desiree is a beast in there. I love watching her. She's physical and a great player. Lauren Robson, Eden Jensen, Nikaya Young, Lucy Boone, and McCall Marsh, the starters. And they go 5'5", 5'9", 5'4", 5'5", and 5'10". So they got a couple tall girls, but I think the Bears are going to have the height advantage in tonight's game, at least to start it off. And we'll see how that goes as the night goes on. But the Bears should have a little bit of a height advantage to start. And let's see how that plays out. Other girls out there we didn't mention for Bear Lake, Abby Humphreys, a junior, played mostly JV last year. Boston Pelto played mostly JV last year. I think that we mentioned everybody else out on the court. We're warming up for the Bear Lake Bears. So it should be a good one. And I will apologize before I start. As most of you know, because you tuned in last week and we didn't have the game on the air, I'm still nursing a little bit of a cold, so I'll try not to cough in the microphone too much as we go through the night. But if I start coughing, I do apologize for that. But we're ready for Bear Lake basketball. We're going to have the national anthem here in a couple minutes and get this season officially underway on the SVI network. Obviously, there was a game already, but this is going to be the first game on the SVI network for the year for the Bear Lake Bears, the defending state runner-up looking to defend their title. They get a quick start as the first 2 weeks of the season, they've kind of started off slow. Bears had just one game last week, one game this week, but next week, baptism by fire up there at that Sugar Salem tournament as they play 3 games in 3 days for the Bear Lake Bears. The boys, that's the same thing. They start off quick. Their first game is Thursday night. Then they have back-to-back Friday and Saturday. So baptism by fire next week for the boys. They're going to have an interesting season. They're nursing a lot of injuries, especially to start the season. So it's going to be a tough one for the boys to get started as far as dealing with injuries, but we'll see how that goes for them. They play their first game, as I already said, next Wednesday night, West Jefferson, right here at the high school. So come on out and support the boys. Any words of wisdom for us, guys?
Score more points than Ririe.
Score more points than Ririe. Based on the scores of the Ririe games and the score of the BYU. There I go. The score of the Bear Lake game last Thursday night. It should be a high scoring game. Ririe scored in their 2 wins. They scored, let's see, I've already clicked off their screen, but I'll get back to it. In their 2 wins, they scored 58 and 47. In their loss, they only scored 36. So they look to get out, and they score a lot as well. So we'll see how that goes tonight. Bear Lake scored 50 in their loss, which is quite a few points. I know you said, Sam, that when you were playing, they said defense wins championships. I know Coach Carlson always said that he wanted to hold the other team to less than 45 was always his goal. So we'll see if the Bears can do that tonight. All right, I'm going to have to take off the headset here and do the official starting lineups. So we'll take about a 30-second break. We'll come back with the opening tip right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
My name is Benjamin Bozen.
When it comes back,
I'm a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
Back to the game.
Welcome back to Bear Lake High School. We will, as Jared's doing his official athletic duty, I guess we'll just wait for the starting lineups, and we will let you know who's playing as we come on. Oh, I guess they are going to do the national anthem first, so we'll let you listen into that, and the pep band will be playing the national anthem.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support Western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
Find local scores from around the region after the game at SVInews.com. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome back. They are now reading the sportsmanship.
Yeah, the the state encourages us to have a student read a sportsmanship announcement of the games, and that's what Jaden's doing right over there. And so that's what's going on. And then we'll do the starting lineups, and I'll let you guys talk during that. You can talk about the individuals as I announce them, or whatever you really want to do. I'll be honest. Usually Nate and Lisa take care of this part while I'm yeah, so I don't really know what they say.
Don't give us that free will.
You'll never have us do this again.
That's why I chose you two. I've chose somebody that would, bring some professionalism.
What's that?
Thank you, Jaden. And now, the starting lineups for tonight, starting with the visitors from Ririe. Number 3, Lauren Robson.
So the visitors, the first starter, we have number 3. Number 4, Eden Jensen. Number 5, Nakaya Young. Number 10, Lucy Boone. And number 22, McCall. So that'll be your starting lineup for the Ririe Bulldogs.
Looks like a tough lineup.
How awesome is this setup, huh?
Yeah, I know the guy that designed this court.
And I also know the guy that put the lights in for this court.
Yeah, I think I'm the guy that did the black lights. Yes, so I'm very proud of the way this court turned out. I had a lot to do with the design, and Sam, you did the lighting and installed all the lighting. Bear Lake Electric did the lighting, and you were one of the ones that came and put them in, and it's awesome. It's something we can be proud of here at Bear Lake. And so the Bear Lake Bears, the cheerleading uniforms over there, the white home uniforms going to the black light, it just looks awesome. So as we already said, the starters, Cortland Skinner, Brooke Bamey, Desiree Alleman, Peyton Crockett, and Hallie Wells. The Bear Lake Bears are coached by Ken Wells and his assistant coach, JV coach Josie Voris, and his freshman coach, C-team coach, Sean Lloyd. So we're ready. Hallie Wells ready to jump it up for the Bear Lake Bears, and I'm trying to catch the number on the back of the Bulldog jersey there.
McCall Marsh.
Marsh jumping it up. Hallie Wells controls it, and Brooke Bamey will set the offense for the Bear Lake Bears as they take possession for the first time in the game. Skinner, baseline, down to Allman, back up top to Bamey. Bamey inside to Wells. Wells drives, and she is fouled. A 3-person crew here running the officiating, led by Gary Carlson. That's the name that most of you guys are going to recognize. He's been around for a while. I always love seeing Gary walk into the gymnasium. He's a fun one to work with. Hallie Wells off the inbounds, drives. Can't get it to go. Rebound being fought for. Taken out by Peyton Crockett. She goes back to Wells. Wells up over Marsh and in. Bears break onto the scoreboard first. Quickly into the front court comes Lucy Boone. She's double teamed, knocked off of Bamey's face into the backcourt. Recovered by Boone. Now into the front court. It goes to Nakaya Young. 3-pointer up. No good. Rebound. Hallie Wells. She's going to bring it into the front court herself. She goes to Skinner. Skinner back to Wells. Wells popping back out to Cortland. Cortland for 3. Yes! Gets it to go from downtown. And the Bears up to a quick 5-0 lead. They are hot so far. And the cross-court pass goes over to Robson. Then it's knocked away out of bounds on the entry pass. They'll maintain Ririe basketball. Boone will trigger on the baseline. And the ball's knocked away from Marsh, but it trickles over into the hands of Robson. Now up top to Jensen. Back to Boone. To Jensen on the perimeter still. Back to Boone. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Young, cross court. Jensen. Boone. They're still staying on the perimeter. Now the ball goes to Robson. Jensen. And the shot up just in time. Misses. Rebound, though. as the shot by Robson's no good. Young was the only one there. She cleans up the easy board and gets the first bucket of the game to go for the Ririe Bulldogs. Quickly, Skinner to Bamey. Bamey looking inside to Wells. That goes back to Skinner instead. Now over to Allman. Allman for three. That one's no good. Rebound taken down by Young. And quickly up ahead to Jensen. Jensen looking inside. She'll bring it back to Boone, and she'll set the offense up out by the center court circle. Boone now to Robson. Back to Boone. They spend most of their time on the perimeter. They haven't been able to get the ball inside. The Bear Lake defense has been stifling, and Robson has it, but she's still on the perimeter. She drives the corner, has the ball knocked away. She picks it up, hands it to Young. Deep three, NBA three, but it's good, and we're tied. The Bear Lake Bears started out on a 5-0 run, and they have been matched by the Ririe Bulldogs as that three-pointer goes to tie the score at 5 apiece. Inside to Wells. She takes one dribble. She'll go cross court to Skinner. Skinner for another three-pointer. It's up, no good. Rebound is taken down by Allman. She'll dribble out, give it to Skinner, across to Bamey. Bamey to Wells on the foul line extended. She goes underneath to Allman. Turn around, up off the backboard, no good. Peyton Crockett with the rebound, and she is fouled on the putback. She will go to the line. She'll shoot a pair.
Foul on Young.
And the coach does not like that. He's like, that was clean. Coach Landon fighting for his cause. But since Peyton Crockett, the senior, to the line, she makes her first, gives the Bear Lake Bears a lead back, 6-5. Now your score. She'll have one more. And she goes 2 for 2. And the Bears putting on some pressure. Bamey in the backcourt, putting the pressure on. And they get it to the front court to Boone. Then Allman knocks away the pass that was intended for Young. Young takes it right back from Bamey. And Boone to Jensen. Jensen fires a deep three straight away. 2 for 2. And those are not right on the line, tippy-toeing it. She's 4 or 5 feet back. It's almost NBA, if not NBA range. And she has made 2 of them. It's Peyton Crockett inside with it to Wells. Wells down the lane. Can't get it to go. A little bit too hard off the glass. Peyton Crockett cleans it up again. Her shot's no good. Wells gets it again, but is knocked away and taken away by Young. Young with the great hands on defense. She's got a couple steals already. Pass goes up ahead to Robson for the open three. She can't get it, but Young's there. There's a couple Bear Lake Bears that hit the floor. And as they were getting up, the rebound goes to Ririe, but that shot is no good that time. And the Bears will have possession as the carom goes out of bounds.
The best part about this full court defense is how long we are.
Yes. They start getting a lot of passing lanes and disturb a lot of those passes just with their length. Allman underneath, it goes to Avery Hunter back outside to Cortland Skinner. She says, you got two makes from three. I can make 2 from 3. And her second 3-point make of the night is good. And the Bears go back and lead 10-8. Young open, long 2, no good. Great rebound there by Avery Hunter. She had boxed out well, and she's fouled by Robson. So the Bear Lake Bears will inbound on the baseline. The third foul of the game, first one on Robson. All 3 have gone against Ririe Bears, yet to be whistled for a foul. And Skinner with it in the backcourt. Both teams putting on the full court press. Quickly up ahead to Hunter. She goes back to Bamey. Bamey thought about the 3. She'll instead dribble over, go to Skinner. Skinner for another 3. Yes! 3 for 3. She is 3 for 3, and that's the second one from that spot. And I just realized I haven't been keeping stats, so we're not going to have any official stats in this game. Anyway, the Bears lead at 13-8 with 3:20 left. I got busy with getting the talking in the pregame, and I had everything ready to go as well. And there you go. So baseline, it goes to Young. Cross court, she goes out to Jensen. Jensen up top to Boone. Boone straight away for 3. No good. Rebound to Cortland Skinner for the Bears. She'll slow it up and bring it into the front court.
Cortland Skinner's having her game today.
And she'll look at another one from straight away. Doesn't take it. Instead goes to Abby Humphreys, who's checked into the game. Baseline to Hunter. Inside it goes to Wells. It's knocked away, but Bamey picks it up. Back to Skinner. Skinner to Wells. Wells turnaround jumper. Yes, over the front of the rim. The Bears on a roll. They were down 8-7. They've gone on an 8-0 run and have the lead now 15-8. And this pass goes underneath. Marsh is open, but it goes through her hands, out of bounds. And it's a turnover. Checking into the game now for the Ririe Bulldogs. Number 0, Haley Robson. Number 2, Presley Bybee are on the court now. For the Bear Lake Bears, Boston Pelto checks in for the first time. Underneath to Humphreys. Up and in. Nice pass from Hunter to Humphreys. The assist. And the Bears lead it by a score of 17-8. They are on a roll right now, as Humphreys gets her first points. And then there's another 3-point shot by Jensen at the other end. And so Wells with the ball. Bears in the lead by 6 now. Humphreys will pop the 3 off the front of the rim, and the rebound goes to Gallup, who's checked in the game for the Bulldogs. Jensen with it. She's got 3 threes, trying to match Cortland Skinner's 3 threes. And she'll pass it to Boone. Boone will go to Gallup. Gallup out between the circles. She'll dribble down the lane, throw it up, and almost got that one to go. She gets her own rebound, and she then throws it away out of bounds because she got tied up. Great defense by the Bears. She had just no place to go with it. As Brinley Walker checks in, Holly Wells, currently the only starter on the court. Walker to Hunter, Hunter to Wells. Wells has the ball knocked away. She'll get it back on the sideline to Walker. Walker up top to Pelto. Pelto to Humphreys. Humphreys cross court to Walker, open for 3. And she got it to go. So 3-pointer from Walker is good. Skinner has 3 3-pointers herself. Bears are hot from the perimeter and have the big lead, 20-11. We got an illegal pick on Robson, Haley Robson, number 0. And that is foul number 4 on the Ririe Bulldogs. Peyton Crockett checking in. Holly Wells will get a break.
We didn't know we were going to come to a 3-point shootout tonight.
Oh, wow. What a night so far, as Skinner has 3 3-pointers. Humphreys has a 2-point shot, and Brinley Walker has a 3-pointer. And the Bears have scored most of their points on the perimeter. Boston Pelto over to Humphreys. Humphreys will shoot another 3. Looked good, doesn't go. Just over the rim. The rebound eventually controlled by Jensen. But the Bears are not afraid to check it up from 3. 20 points already in the first quarter. On pace for an 80-point game. Keith, you said your key to the game was getting the offensive execution. I'd say the Bears have done that in this first quarter. Baseline to Robson up top. Gallup. Pump fake, and she gets called for the travel on the pump fake. So with 17 seconds left, no shot clock, the Bears will have a chance to work for one more. They have the lead, 20-11. Walker with it up top to Pelto, to Humphreys. She goes down low to Hunter. Hunter can't control the pass. It goes out of bounds, so the Bulldogs will have 8.7 seconds. They'd have a chance now for the last shot to cut into this 9-point lead the Bears have going into the first quarter break. Up top, Gallup, Young, 2 seconds, cross court. She goes to Robson, and she cannot get a shot off. That'll be the end of the first quarter. The Bears are going to lead after 1 by a score 20-11. We'll be back with the second quarter in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. We have very
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with Use Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Your home for the Bear Lake Bears. This is SVI 4 and the Wave, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
What a first quarter. The Bear Lake Bears put up 20. Cortland Skinner starting off red hot, as you said, Keith. She's got 9 points in the first quarter, matched by Jensen for the Bulldogs, who also has 9. Bulldog basketball to start the quarter. Gallup goes to Young. Young around the screen. She goes down the lane, cut off there, and Peyton Crockett knocks it away, but Young gets it back. Skinner knocks it away, and Desiree Alleman, who's checked back in, gets it back. Up ahead to Skinner. She'll go into Crockett. Nice pass. Up and in. Peyton Crockett. Nice assist by Skinner. And the Bear Lake Bears, offensively, they are clicking tonight, and the defense turned into offense there, as now they've got the trap. We talked about the size being a problem. The Bears caused the tie-up. I think the shortest Bear out there is by far, as they got the starters back on the court, Brooke Bamey, and she's as tall as anybody there for Ririe, except for their 2 girls down low. Skinner, can she do it again? No, misses it, but Desiree Allman cleans up the rebound. She'll drive down the lane, have the ball knocked away, still on the floor, and Robson comes up with it. Now to Young, and Young will bring it into the front court, and a steal there for the Ririe Bulldogs. Gallup across the top. She goes down the lane, shot up, and good. That is number 2, Presley Bybee with the make. And she found a soft spot in the Bear Lake zone, gets the bucket to go from just inside the foul line. Holly Wells for 3. No, too long. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Desiree Allman. It will be Bulldog basketball, but the Bears lead it 22-13 here early in the second quarter from Bear Lake High School. Young into the front court, dribbles past the pressure, goes inside. Great defense by Allman to come over and give some help outside. Gallup for 3, no good. Holly Wells secures the rebound. She'll go to Cortland Skinner, who'll push the ball into the front court. She goes to either Desiree Allman or Peyton Crockett, and eventually it's Allman that comes with it. She goes back to Skinner. Skinner looks to Coach Wells, sets up the offense to Holly Wells. Up top, now to Skinner, back to Bamey. 6:11 left in the first half. Bears lead it by 9, 22-13. Wells tries to go inside to Bamey. It's knocked away, taken away. A steal there by Robson. Number 3, Lauren Robson with that still. Gallup now with it. Back to Robson, and she goes to Young. Robson across the top. Gallup takes the 3. Thought she drug her pivot foot. She doesn't get called for it. Robson does make the 3. And a timeout, a quick 30-second timeout is going to be taken by Coach Ken Wells. 22-16 is your score. And we're going to stay right here, as this has been a fast-paced game. Bear Lake Bears 22 and the Ririe Bulldogs 16. 4 3-pointers for Ririe already, and at least 4 for the Bear Lake Bears already.
Yeah. Ririe came out this quarter. They came out gunning for catch back up to us. So,
and it's been mostly Jensen for the Bulldogs. She's got 9, and Skinner for the Bears. She's got 9. Been the long balls. Brindley Walker pitched in a long ball as well, and Young has been feisty on the boards. She got 2 of the points by a putback, and Robson has a 3-pointer as well for Ririe. So this has been a back and forth game, and here comes Brooke Bamey. Bears trailed by as many as 2. They've led by as many as 9. Holly Wells to Desiree Allman up top. Allman's going to give it to Crockett. Nice pass, nice finish. Peyton Crockett with the easy bucket. Height advantage there. She gets the easy deuce out. The nice pass from Desiree Allman. Jensen breaks the pressure but throws it away. Bamey's going to come up with it. She's going to go ahead to Allman. Allman drive the lane, go to Wells. Nice pass again. And Wells with the easy bucket. Desiree Allman with assists on back-to-back plays, has made the right pass, found her teammates open in the lane for the easy buckets. And the Bears lead is up to a game-high 10 at 26-16. Just when you thought the Bulldogs were fighting back in it, the Bears have come out and pushed their lead to 10. Brooke Bamey with the rebound of the miss by Young. And Bamey will bring the ball in the front court to Allman. Allman to Skinner up top. Skinner directing some traffic to Wells. Allman will take it herself this time and make it. What a pass there by shot there, I should say, by Allman after getting 2 straight assists. She gets the shot herself that time. The assist by Skinner, who then knocks the ball away. Allman comes up with it underneath. And then knocked away temporarily by Jensen, but it'll stay Bear Lake basketball.
The best part of what I've seen so far tonight is it's a very much team effort. There's not anybody that's just completely outplaying. I mean, obviously Skinner's having a fantastic night, but it's been a very much team effort.
Great team basketball. That's how you win. You can have a good player that leads the way, but you got to have a team effort. And it's been a great team effort as Wells now to Bamey. Bamey will try her luck from 3. Yeah, why not? Brooke Bamey knocks down the long ball. And the Bear Lake Bears' lead is up to 15 at 31-16. And pass just too high on the baseline for Bybee goes out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Skinner, Bamey, Hunter, Allman, and Wells. One thing I've liked so far is Coach Wells rotating players, keeping them fresh. He has brought in pretty much everybody that's been on the bench has been on the court and had a chance to play as Wells. Down the lane, up, no good, but she'll go to the line. She'll shoot 2. And that foul
5 again. That should be 2 on her.
goes Nakaya Young with her second foul. And the first foul of the quarter is the fouls reset at the quarter now for the last couple years. Hallie Wells, foul shot up and in. That gives her 7 points. I think I'm official. I think I caught up at the quarter break. Gives her 7 points on the night. Going for point number 8 from the foul line. Gets it to go. Nice soft touch for Wells. And the Bears' lead is up to a game-high 17. The Bulldogs had cut into it down to a 7-point lead, and then the Bears have gone on a run since then. Pass goes inside to Marsh. She's too far underneath, so it has to come back outside. Robson's ball is an air ball, but it was rebounded by Young. She doesn't get it to go. This time it's rebounded by Hunter. And now quickly up ahead, Bamey with it. She's going to go down the lane to Wells. Wells up and no good. Hunter up with the rebound and put back. Avery Hunter with the nice follow. And the Bears lead is 19 at 35-16. It goes over to Jensen, up top to Boone. And now to Robson. Robson around the screen. Bamey picks her up, lob inside, nice pass to Marsh. And Hunter comes over to play defense. Wells comes down the lane to help. Let's see who draws the foul. Looks like they're going to get that one to Avery Hunter, her first. And it sends McCall Marsh to the line for the Ririe Bulldogs. She makes the first. Walker and Humphreys checking in. Skinner and Allman going to the bench. Marsh will shoot one more. It stops the bleeding. It was about a 13-0 run for the Bears. And now that last foul shot stops the scoring run. Rebound on the second one. Free throw miss goes to Abby Humphreys. And the Bears lead is 18. Bamey looks to the sideline, gets the play call, goes to Walker, cuts the lane. Walker around the pick and roll to Wells. Wells drives the hoop, reverse layup. Oh, wow.
Great move.
That was smooth.
She looked like she had gone past the hoop and underneath, and the defense relaxed, and she makes the nice reverse layup. And now the Bears' backcourt pressure causing all kinds of issues, and they throw it away again. Boone's pass is just too tall.
That's the best part about full court presses, right? It's not necessarily about getting the steal, but it's just about putting pressure. And obviously, we've had 2 or 3 turnovers just based off of that, just the pressure.
Yeah, the pressure is forcing bad passes rather than, you don't have to pick it off. You just have to force the bad pass. Oh, nice pass there by Wells. It goes through the hands of Humphreys, but Wells ends up getting it back. He goes out of bounds. It'll stay Bear Lake basketball. And that was a ping pong ball in there for a minute. Nobody wanted it. Boston Pelto checks back in. Brooke Bamey will get a rest. I love the way he's using his entire bench. The only player that hasn't played so far on the night that's on the bench is London Lufkin, and she played most of the JV game. Up top, Boston Pelto straight away from 3. No good. Rebound goes to Bybee for the Bulldogs. Jensen with the ball comes in the front court. She'll dribble, go to Boone. The Bears have extended the pressure on Jensen after she made those three-point shots. They haven't given her anything. Hunter steps in the passing lane, takes away. She'll bring it in the front court herself, all the way down the lane to Wells, wide open. Wow, what a lob. Steal and assist to Hunter. Easy bucket to Wells, who's now in double figures with a dozen, 39-17. I said the Bears were on pace to score 80, but I didn't think they'd keep it up. They're actually picked up the pace here in the second quarter so far. Boom, baseline to Robson to Bybee up off the backboard, no good. Nice rebound in there by Jensen. She's going to be fouled, I think, by Brindley Walker. Whew, having a hard time even catching my breath. This is fast and furious basketball. 1:15 left in the first half, 39 already for the Bear Lake Bears, as Romrell is going to replace Humphreys.
That's the best part, is both these teams are very fast-paced players, so it is making it even more intense with all the pressure.
Bybee drives. She'll kick it to Jensen. Walker out there with her. And the Bears, are they in a man-to-man or still? No, they're still in the matchup zone. Down baseline, it goes to Bybee. Back up top to Robson. Robson looking for some help. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Now it's Boone. She'll come over to Jensen looking for that shot. It's just not there. The Bears defense has been suffocating. She goes down the lane. She's tied up. Bears want a jump ball, but it will be a two-shot foul. I think that one's going to go on Romrell. Her first. Bears third of the quarter and sends Jensen to the line. I have her for 9 points on the game. And she makes the first. Actually, I must have accidentally credited somebody else with one of her 3-point shots, because I only have her for 7 on my pad, but I know she's got now 11 because she's made 3 threes, and she just made both foul shots. Great night for her. She's got 11 points already. Boston Pelto with the ball. The Bears Lake lead is still 20 points, though, at 39-19. And Boston Pelto says, I can shoot the long ball. And she gets a 3-point shot to go. 42-19, 33 seconds left. The Bears should get one more opportunity, because there is going to be a couple seconds left on the shot clock when the Bulldogs either shoot it or turn it over. And Boone goes up top to Jensen, over to Robson. Robson looks down low. Nice defense, nothing there. So she's going to go cross court and throw it away. The Bears are going to have 10 seconds left.
That's this defense. It causes them to make bad passes and give us the ball.
You give a soft spot, it makes it look like there's a place to go with the ball, but there really isn't. Crockett in the front court with the ball. She's going to drive the lane, take it all the way in, put it up. Oh, she wanted to contact and a foul, no call. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs, and that's going to be the end, as Jensen's shot is high off the back of the backboard. No good. That's going to be the end of the first half. The Bears with a dominant first half. 42-19 for the Bear Lake Bears. Wow. What a fast-paced, fast and furious long ball festival for the Bear Lake Bears. That was a shooting clinic.
It was. Both teams just shooting the ball lights out.
I have the Bear Lake Bears. 3-point percentage is 100%, which is not correct. They have missed a couple because I'm not putting the missiles in. But that with 6 made 3-point shots in the first half. 6 made 3-point shots. The Ririe has 19 points on the game. Bear Lake has 18 points from 3-point range.
It's insane.
This fast pace of a game, it's good that Ken Wells is subbing like he is. He's keeping fresh girls on the court.
And it hasn't mattered who's out there for the Bears.
It hasn't.
They're scoring at will. I have 4 made 3-point shots, so 15 out of the 19 points scored for Ririe have been made 3-point shots, and they've only had 2 buckets. No, 1 bucket.
One, because the rest of them came from the
free throw line. The other from the foul line. So 1 made 2-point shot on the night. Wow, that doesn't math up. 12 points from 3-point range. 2 made buckets, 3 made foul shots for 19. That does math up. As you can see, the Bear Lake High School cheerleaders out there getting ready to perform. Let's talk about who is doing the scoring for the Ririe Bulldogs while you watch the cheer team out there. For Ririe, I have Jensen with the 11. I think I accidentally gave Robson one of her 3-point shots. So Robson has 3, Jensen 11, Young 2, Marsh 1, and Bybee 2. And Bybee, those both came. No, sorry. Marsh was one of them, 1 for 2 at the foul line. Jensen 2 for 2 at the foul line. And that's it. So that is not a lot of scoring, but led the way by Jensen in double figures with the 11. And we talked about it when we talked about the starting lineups. The Bears had a huge height advantage, and it showed on the defensive end.
Yes, it did. Well, even offensive end, we've had a lot of offensive rebounds, and I mean that's not totally a credit to height. I mean Desiree Allman, for instance, she's had multiple offensive boards / defensive boards, so I think that's a lot of grit that is leading that.
So for the Bear Lake Bears on the offensive end, Holly Wells leading the way with 12 points. She is 2 for 2 from the foul line. Cortland Skinner, 9 points. All those came in the first quarter. She made 3 quick threes in that first quarter to have 9. Peyton Crockett has 6, Hunter with 2, Pelto with 3, Humphreys with 2, Alleman with 2. And those, Alleman, her big contribution, you already mentioned, is rebounding, but she had a series. They came back and cut it to 6 or 7 points, at 22 or 23, can't remember for sure, to 16. Bears took a timeout, and the series right after that timeout was the Desiree series. She had a couple rebounds, a steal, and 2 or 3 assists in a row on back-to-back-to-back plays that were just finding the right person wide open at the right time. She's had a fantastic night.
Then the time came and she took her own bucket right after that.
Yeah, exactly. Next time down, she got her own shot. Bamey's had a great night. She's the point guard out there directing traffic. She's got a 3-pointer. And Brindley Walker came in off the bench with a 3-pointer. So the Bears have 6 made threes in that first half. I don't have shooting percentages because it was too fast-paced for me to try to tell you what was going on and at the same time put it all on the iPad. That's why we need Lisa here. She's the brains behind this outfit.
Boston Pelto also has a 3-point shot that just right there, right before halftime that she made.
Yeah. Yeah. So Pelto also with 3. So let me get back to my report here. I got clicked out of it too soon on how many Bear Lake Bears have scored in the first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Bear Lake Bears have scored. Wells leading the way with 12, Skinner with 9. But when you have that many people contributing, you have that many people you have to try to defend. How do you defend that?
It's tough. It's very tough. I mean, from what we've seen of Ririe so far, they have the one, is it Robinson that can shoot the 3 ball?
It's Jensen.
Jensen. So, yeah, that we have Jensen. We've kind of shut her down. And, I mean, they have had a couple step in. But, I mean, that's obviously our main threat. And it's shown. I mean, they went on a running spree for their hot minute where they shut down Jensen. So,
yeah, she had, her 3 3-pointers were also in the first quarter, sorry. Just like Skinner's were. And then the Bears extended the defense, and wow. So what I have failed to mention is our 3-point sponsor in all that.
Oh, geez.
And all that speed. Quinn, I'm really sorry. The Bears.
Hang on, let's just roll it back. We have to say how many times?
6. You say Phillips 66, live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. 6 times for the Bear Lake Bears and 4 times for the Ririe Bulldogs in that first half. We saw that Phillips 66, you say 3-point shot, tickle the twine, and the advantage to the Bears there and the advantage to the Bears overall. The only 2 2-point field goals for Ririe. Meanwhile, the Bear Lake Bears have 11 2-point field goals. So the Bears have 22 points from 2. They have 18 points from 3. Ririe only has 19 points overall, and that says a lot. Yeah, barely. I was just looking at the stats that Lisa sent me, and I think, yeah, she's got the same thing I do, and it was Robson. I do believe that I gave that extra 3-point shot to based on her score. So I actually didn't do too bad. Trying to catch up. Thank you, Lisa, for sending me the stats that she's been keeping as well. And the Bears lead it at halftime on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard, thanks to the Phillips 66 USA 3-point shot by score 42-19. We'll take a 2-minute break, try to catch our breath, and I'll get a cough drop so I don't cough in your ears in the second half. And we'll be right back after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Let's get back to the game with Jared and Lisa live on the SVI Sports Network.
Our keys to the game. Before the game, I said defense was key. 19 points in the first half. I think the Bears accomplished that. Sam, you said offense?
Defense and offense. Defense wins games, but execute on offense and get to, it's early in the year, so take some chances.
And they definitely executed 42 points. Keith, you said your key to the game was the young kids needing to step up. Humphreys, Hunter, and Pelto all made significant contributions, all scored, and had some great defensive plays in that first half. Most of the rest of the girls that played, Mamie didn't play quite as much last year, maybe as some of the others, but everybody else pretty much that played was a contributor last year. But all four of those younger, but especially the three that played primarily JV last year with Pelto, Humphreys, and Hunter contributed a ton. So I guess we look smart. The Bears are making us look smart because our keys to the game have come to fruition in that first half.
Or we've just watched a lot of basketball.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We're good at what we do, right? The Bear Lake Bears lead it by a score of 42-19. The starters back in the court for the Bears, which is Skinner, Bamey, Alleman, Wells, and Crockett. Out there is Robson, Boone, Jensen, Young, and Marsh for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have the ball to start the second half. Up top with it now is Jensen. The Bears have really extended the defense on her. They are not giving her any space like that she had in that first half. Boone out at the center court circle. Now to Jensen around the screen for three. No good. And Peyton Crockett takes it down, but Robson takes it away from her. Nice pass to Marsh. Her shot's no good. Holly Wells will clean it up. So a couple attempts on that first trip down the court for the Bulldogs, but they cannot score. And Brooke Bamey will set the offense for the Bears. Yeah, I thought she did.
Yep.
She shuffled her feet. And so the Bears turn it over on their first possession. The Bulldogs couldn't get the shot to go on their first possession. So we're right where we were at halftime. 42-19 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Boone up top to Jensen. Jensen goes underneath to Holly Wells. Now on the other end to Brooke Bamey. Brooke down the lane. I thought she drug her foot again. She gets away with it that time. And Skinner for three. Yeah.
Money.
She's having herself a night. She's in double figures, and she's yet to even take a shot that hasn't been a three-pointer. And the Bear Lake Bears lead is up to a game-high 26 points as Cortland Skinner knocks down another three. Now the ball's knocked in the backcourt, but it will stay Ririe basketball. 18-second shot clock as Jensen drives across the top of the key. Now she goes to Boone. Boone being dogged there by Bamey. Now to Robson. Robson drives to Jensen in the corner. Young. Young, corner three. Yes. So Young gets the corner three to fall for the Bulldogs. And the score is now 45-22. Young is a scrappy player. You talked about Alleman being the scrappy player and how much she does for the Bears. Young is that player for the Bulldogs so far tonight. Bamey drives past Wells. Now she kicks it to Alleman. Alleman with the dribble drive goes to Wells. Wells down the lane, kicks it to Skinner. Skinner again. No, misses that one. And Alleman can't run it down out of bounds. So it careens off the rim and out of bounds. And it will be Ririe basketball. 45-22 is the lead. It's been the Phillips 66 U-Save long ball for the Bear Lake Bears. They have 7 made three-pointers on the night. They have almost outscored Ririe just with their three-point shots. They've got 21 points from long range, and Ririe only has 22 points on the night. Young with it in the corner up top. Boone. Boone for three. No good. Rebound to Young. Back up top to Boone. Now to Robson. To Boone. Boone across to Jensen. Back up top, Boone. She'll go foul line to Marsh. Now to Robson. Down low. 20 seconds on the shot clock. And Bamey takes it away, gets it ahead to Skinner. Skinner down the lane. She'll drop it to Wells. Wells goes up with it, blocked by Jensen, but Wells will get it back cross court. Bamey with the ball for the Bears. So good recovery there. I thought the Bears were going to end up with an easy bucket. Now the lob to Crockett. That's what height will do for you.
That's a great pass. Right on target. Easy up and in.
Wells just chucks it up, and she's like, I know that nobody's as tall as Peyton down there. And Peyton says, all right, I'll take that with the easy bucket. And she's now got 8 points on the night. Crockett lighting up the scoreboard. Robson for three at the other end.
Yeah, she can shoot.
The three ball is what's keeping the Ririe Bulldogs relevant in this game. The Bears lead is 22 points, but the three ball has kept the Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot has kept this from being even more of a lopsided game than it is. As Robson has a couple from three, Jensen has 3 for 3 from three-point range, and Young has one. Turnover by the Bears, so here come the Bulldogs. Bear Lake's big lead was 26. It's down to 22. The Bulldogs have a chance to cut further into it. Marsh up top to Jensen. Jensen picked up there by Bamey. Now to Robson. Robson lobs to Marsh on the baseline. Defended by Hunter, sorry. Humphreys also out there. Rebound goes to Skinner. And Skinner is just knocked out of bounds by Young. That was a frustration foul. Skinner, she drove past her, and Young.
That's 3 on Young.
Bumped her.
That could be very taxing.
Yeah, she's kind of their glue player is a word a lot of people like to use for that player. That's just the hustle player, gets the rebounds, tips a lot of balls, and she picks up her third foul as Bamey drives, and she goes back outside to Wells, now underneath the Hunter baseline. Hunter back up top. Bamey will reset the offense. She goes to Wells on the foul line. Now to Bamey, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound tipped by Humphreys, out of bounds, off of the Bears. It'll be Ririe Bulldog basketball. Gallup is going to trot into the game, replacing Robson.
You can't do that.
Boone. Sorry. I had to. It was right there. Jensen, three-pointer from the corner. No good. Rebound. Skinner. Skinner will bring the ball in the front court. She goes to Humphreys. And Humphreys will have to come back out to Bamey. She was looking inside and wasn't there. So she goes to Bamey. Now to Humphreys again on the elbow. She's looking for a cutter. And she throws it across the top. Bamey got tripped up, but Skinner will run it down. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bears will run the same play again. Bamey's going to come off the screen, and they're just going to go inside to Wells. Wells for the easy layup. That's a nice pass there by Humphreys. The Bears set up a play. It looked like the ball was going to go to Bamey, and then Wells just slips down the lane. Humphreys found her for the easy layup. Nice pass there. And the Bears take their lead back to 24 points on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Down, it goes in the corner to Boone. Up top, quick three by Gallup. She misses. And the rebound to Hunter. Quickly up ahead to Skinner. Skinner goes to the trailer, which is Hunter. Hunter underneath the Wells. Wells kicks Skinner. Three. No. Hunter. Yes. Avery Hunter with the rebound and the putback. She's had a great game out there. I have her for only 4 points, but she's made a difference on the defensive board. Timeout taken by the Ririe Bulldogs. Your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard shows the score. Bear Lake Bears 51, Ririe Bulldogs 25. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Once again, here's Jared and Lisa with live coverage of Bear Lake Bears football on the SVI Sports Network.
Well, it's not Jared and Lisa, and it's not football. It's Jared, Sam, and Keith on the SVI Sports Network with Bear Lake Bears girls basketball. We're in the second half. Bear Lake Bears with a dominant performance so far, leading here on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard by a score 51-25. Tonight, it's been the story of the Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot as the Bears have made, and there's Humphreys with another steal. The Bears have made 7 three-point shots, and the Ririe Bulldogs, I think 6 of their own. As Humphreys had the steal, now she drives the lane, kicks back out to Wells. Wells drives the lane, she'll shoot and scores. Holly Wells.
She's so hard to defend.
Well, the best part of her offense is she finds the open spot, and she'll find an open spot to take a look from every time.
Gallup with the ball.
Travel.
Yep.
And that's defense again, though. That she had what she thought was a passing lane. Pelto cut off her dribble, and another Bear Lake Bear cut off her pass, and she had nowhere place to go with the ball. Great defense there by the Bears. The Bears right now only have one starter on the court, and they're extending their lead as they go into Wells. And up and in. What a move. Holly Wells with another deuce. 18 on the night. 55-25. Bears lead is 30. Underneath it goes to Bybee. Well, she's at the foul line. Back up top to Gallup. Down the lane. Nice move by her. But Avery Hunter with the rejection.
Yet again, length.
Just looking at the sheet, the score sheet before the game, I'm like, yeah, the Bears are going to have an advantage here based on height. It has come to fruition in this game. Great defense by the Bears. And Gallup throws it away again. It's just Holly Wells just steps into the passing lane.
Oh. Knock it down.
Brindley Walker, 4-3.
That's her second.
And the Bears with another Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot live to the full. And the rim has been full for the Bears tonight, 58-25. Another three-pointer. Brindley Walker with two of them. Another three-point shot up for the Bulldogs. It is missed by Gallup. The rebound goes to Holly Wells. Up ahead to Humphreys, knocked away by Jensen and out of bounds. It'll still be Bear Lake basketball as Jensen with a hustle play to get in the way of that pass. I've been so impressed from these younger girls. Pelto down the lane. Can't get it to go. Good move, though. Boone will get the rebound. And we're down to 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock is off. The Bulldogs can work for the last shot if they want to. Bears up by a score 58-25. This has been the best defensive quarter for the Bulldogs, if you want to say that. They've only allowed 16. Three-pointer on the way by Boone, though. Good. Pelto with the rebound. That'll end the third quarter. The Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard is all Bear Lake. 58-25. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the fourth quarter on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on the SVI Sports Network is presented by Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll, here to help. Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And by KVSI The Wave, the Bear Lake Valley's hit music station on 105.3 FM.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
The Bear Lake Bears start the fourth quarter with the big lead on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard and the basketball. Starters back on the court except for Wells, and Romrell is in there for her. Skinner misses a three. You're bound to miss a couple, right?
Yeah.
But nice hustle play there by Peyton Crockett to get the rebound, and Bamey sets it back up. She goes to Peyton Crockett. Now to Bamey. Bamey will pump the three. No good, and the rebound goes to Young. So the Bears come up empty on their first possession, and Young will bring it in the front court for the Bulldogs. She now goes to Robson. Robson waiting for a cutter. She'll go across the lane and goes to the other Robson, Haley, now with the ball. She had Lauren Robson open for three. Doesn't go to her. Instead goes to Young back up top. Skinner knocks the ball away, but Young keeps possession. 8-second shot clock. It's going to go to Young. They're still on the perimeter. Haven't even got it inside yet. They get a nice pass to Marsh, and Marsh gets it to go. Just as I say, they haven't had anything on this possession. Marsh finds herself open in the lane and gets the bucket to go. And the first points of the fourth quarter go to the Ririe Bulldogs. Bamey with it on the corner. She goes around the screen, kicks it to Skinner. Skinner on the elbow. She'll drive the lane, put the floater up, and yes. So Skinner can score without shooting the three-point shot. We knew that, but that's the first time she's had to shoot a two-pointer. And now all of a sudden a turnover. Oh, quick timeout to avoid the turnover. Nobody was in the backcourt to help on the inbound pass. 30-second timeout. We'll take it on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
This is live coverage of local high school sports on SVI Media and the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Bears basketball brought to you by all of our lovely sponsors. Thank you to them that have, you're seeing their ads. Please give them a shout out. Tell them thank you for sponsoring Bears basketball. Marsh gets it down low. Desiree Allman with the jump ball. Nice defense once again. One of the keys to the game is Bear Lake now has all 5 starters on the court as Wells back in there. One of my big keys that I've seen in this game so far is the fact that the Bears made the adjustment. Jensen came out red hot, couldn't miss from 3. She has not had another open look since that first quarter as the Bears with the ball quickly in the front court after the turnover. And Bamey gets the screen from Wells, drives the lane, kicks in the corner to Allman. Allman shoots the quick 3. Yes. Desiree joins the fight from 3.
Another Usaid Phillips 66 three-pointer.
And that, I think, is going to do it for the starters for the Bear Lake Bears. As the three-point shot goes, and the Bears call timeout, and he calls the timeout to clear his bench. I don't think he actually wanted timeout there. He just wants to get his bench in there. There's probably hey, run this set play. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll get you out. Just at 30 seconds, so we're going to stay right here. Another Phillips 66 USAVE 3-point shot. I now have the Bears for, let's see if I can get my glasses on here. That's the 9th made 3-point shot in the game. Just incredible shooting. And it's been multiple people led by Skinner, but what a shooting night for Bear Lake. So the Bulldogs will have the basketball. They're in a big deficit. Bear Lake Bears have more than doubled them up, 63-27. So that's going to be running clock. The clock won't stop the rest of the game unless there's a timeout. Boone goes cross court to Robson, now to Young. Cross court again to Boone, up top to Jensen. So coming in for the Bears at that timeout was Walker, Pelto, Romrell, Hunter, and Humphreys. And there is a foul baseline. And that one's going to go on Hunter. I believe that's her second.
Yep.
Reset the shot clock to 35. Boone will inbound baseline. She goes to Young in the corner to Robson. Robson up top to Young to Jensen. Jensen back to Boone. Boone will shoot the 3. No good. There's another rebound for Young. She has been their glue player tonight. Offensively, it's been Jensen, but defense and rebounding, Young has been their player tonight. Robson with the drive, kick to Boone in the corner, Young. Back up top to Boone. Boone around the screen from Robson over to Jensen, still about 10 feet outside of the 3-point line, looking for an opening. Jensen will drive. She kicks it down low to Robson in the corner. She goes up top to Haley Robson for a 2-point shot from the foul line, and it's good. And it's 63-29. 3:45 left in this one. Humphreys down the lane, all the way up. Nice defense there. Jump ball by Robson. Forced by Robson. Bear Lake Bears will keep the ball. I like the way Humphreys secured the ball. She went down the lane. That was not going to get knocked away. But Robson did a great job of reaching in there and getting the jump ball without the foul. So give both players credit. And a quick 3-pointer by Pelto. No good. But the rebound to Avery Hunter. And Pelto with it again. She'll reset the offense. Go to Hunter, top of the key. She goes to Humphreys. Humphreys drives, looks for Hunter down the lane. She's fouled. That one's going to go on Jensen, I think.
Yep.
That's her second foul.
Fouls haven't been much of a factor in this game. Both teams have played pretty good defense without using their hands. Then we get another quick foul just like that. This time it'll be a 2-shot foul.
It's on 4.
Her again.
So she's got 3. Young has 3. It's not going to matter in this game because the Bears have got this one in the bag with a 34-point lead with under 2.5 minutes to play by the time Hunter gets done with these 2 foul shots. First one is no good. She'll have one more.
You got to mention how it's running clock, but honestly, you haven't really noticed that there hasn't been a whole lot of fouls in this game, period.
No, it's been quick. Both teams have played good defense. Both teams have played clean defense, and fast moving pace on both ends of the court.
What we just missed is they call the lane violation on the free throw, which was no good.
It was missed anyway. They called the lane violation. Checking in the game, Bybee and Gallup on the court again for the Ririe Bulldogs. Bybee with it, foul line. She'll drive, be forced to kick, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Bears, so it will stay Bulldog basketball. They'll inbound right in front of their own bench. Goes to Boone, back to Jensen. Jensen being harassed, and she's going to throw it away. She thought Boone was going to cut baseline. Boone was coming to her to get the pass, and it's no turnover.
Yet again, pressure.
Yeah, that was
forced. Unforced to forced. I mean,
it was Romrell and Walker that were applying that defensive pressure, and now Walker has it on the offensive end. Humphreys going to drive the lane all the way up with it with the left hand.
Great move.
Good take.
She took a little bit of contact, kept her balance, throws it up with the left hand off the backboard and in. It's a 36-point lead, 65-29. And Gallup down the lane doesn't go. Humphreys with the rebound at this end. Humphreys having a good night. Pelto having a good night. Just all around, lots of Bears doing great. Oh, Humphreys wanted that three right there. She decided, no, I'll drive the lane instead, and she'll kick it out to Walker. And now to Humphreys on the opposite corner. She gets the screen from Hunter, and she'll go in the corner to Walker. And Bears will get tied up, and it'll be Ririe basketball. So Humphreys kind of lost her balance a little bit there when she finally got the ball to Walker. It was a double team. And the last opportunity now for the Bulldogs and the Bear Lake Bears. What a night for them. This is a good Ririe team. They've had 2 wins on the year. They beat South Fremont. They beat Soda Springs. And Hunter is going to send Bybee to the line. That's how the game's going to end. Is with they're not even going to let Bybee shoot the foul shots. They're just going to say, that's it. As the Bear Lake Bears get the win on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Your final score, 65-29 in favor of the Bears. And a lot of those points came via the Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot. Keith, what'd you think?
Good game. Good game. It's hard to beat it when you're hitting the threes.
You put up a lot of points very, very quickly. Obviously shooting the 3 ball, but yet again, what a team effort. I mean, everybody was firing on all cylinders, finding the open player. I don't feel like there was anybody that completely blew me out of the water, but everyone contributed, which was awesome.
All right, we got Coach Kenny Wells putting on the headset. You got up here quick, Coach.
I'm very efficient.
Talk about efficiency. 65-29. What a game for your Bear Lake Bears. We talked about before the game, our keys to the game. I said I wanted to see defense. You gave up 59 points last Thursday. I know that's probably more points than you want to give up. Only allowed 29 tonight, 17 the first half, 12 in the second half. Great defensive game.
Yeah, we really wanted to hold them back. They're really good shooters. They got one really good shooter and 2 or 3 that can put it in the basket. So we worked on it. We worked on it our one day in practice and came out and we were successful. So
I was impressed. You made the adjustment. Jensen, their 3-point shooter, she made 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. She didn't make another 3-point shot the rest of the game. And you could see a concerted effort by you as a team to defend her further out and not give her those opportunities.
Yeah, we walked away from 2 of them, and she's too good of a shooter to not be in her face. So we had to get after them, and our girls did better. So in the second half.
One of our other keys to the game was the younger girls step up. You lost 4 seniors last year. 3 of them started. Saxon played a lot coming off the bench, so you had to replace some very key players. And you played a deep bench tonight. I think you played pretty much everybody on the roster, and those younger kids stepped up.
Yeah, they get it, bit by bit. They see what the speed's like and what happens and how physical it is, and it really helps them. We get some time, we can put them in and see what happens.
All right. Coming up next week, you got a big weekend. Sugar Salem tournament. I have not looked ahead. Who's the first game?
Play Blackfoot first, and then Syracuse, Utah. Or no, Grantsville, Utah, and then Syracuse, Utah on the third day.
So 3 games in 3 days. That's going to be a big weekend for you. What do you know about any of those teams?
Oh, they're all good. How's that? They're all good teams. Blackfoot's really young, but they are players. They're fun to watch. Grantsville's good, and Syracuse is really good. So it's going to be a battle.
All right, good luck with that. We're going to hopefully get the second 2 games on the air. Next Thursday night, we'll be here broadcasting the boys' game, but we'll try to get a couple of those games on the air for you. Congratulations on a big win. This is a good Ririe team.
Yeah.
They're quick. They got a couple wins already on the season. They beat Soda pretty handily. They beat South Fremont. You came out and handled things tonight. The 3-point shooting is another thing I wanted to comment on. Red hot, and it was the whole team. Started off with Cortland Skinner making 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and then the rest of the team said, "Oh, I can do it too."
Yeah.
And it was fun to watch.
Yeah, we finally looked to shoot it instead of just kind of stand there and hold on to the ball like it was our baby. So it was good. So hopefully we can keep building on it. So.
All right, congratulations on the big win, Coach. Thanks for coming up, and we'll see you next Friday night.
Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, Keith, get that headset back on. We've got one more thing to talk about. Give me your nominations. We need to name a player of the game.
Oh,
our during football, and I got to give him a shout out because there's at least one game I forgot to give him credit. It's Samson's Island Grill sponsored during football our player of the game, and even if they don't sponsor it in basketball, which they might be, I owed him at least one shout out. So for tonight, we'll do a Samson's Island Grill player of the game. I'll give you two each a chance to make a nomination. Then I'll make a nomination myself if I don't agree with either of you, and then we'll decide between the three of us. Who do you think it is, Keith?
I would have to go with Cortland Skinner. She played awesome defense. She kept hitting the 3 balls, made some good jump shooters. She did well.
I have two.
Okay.
One of them is definitely, I agree with Keith on Cortland Skinner. Just had a fantastic night, but obviously Wells, she had a fantastic night as well. Made plays happen. Obviously a beast on the boards. Defensively, just sound. Had multiple steals tonight. But I do agree with Cortland.
And I've got a third one, but I think I do agree with you guys. I think we'll probably go with Cortland. But the nominee that I would give, if I can't choose one of those two, would be Desiree Alleman.
Yep.
She had a series, especially early in about midway through the second quarter. It looked like Ririe was going to fight back into the game. They cut into the lead. They had a couple straight baskets. Coach Wells calls a timeout, and Bear Lake comes out of that timeout, and Desiree assists 2 in a row, and then the third one she makes herself. And in the meantime, she had at least 1 rebound and 1 steal. And just it was a key moment of the game. She's that glue player that gets a lot of rebounds, gets a lot of hustle plays. But I agree. Even though Wells was the leading scorer, Cortland Skinner's 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, several steals, several tip-aways. She's got some rebounds. Fantastic team game, but I agree with you. Let's go with Cortland Skinner as our player of the game. And like I said, I'm not positive if they're going to actually sponsor it, but I owed them at least one because I forgot to mention Samson's Island Grill was generous enough to sponsor that player of the game during the football season. And so shout out to them. And we'll name a player of the game whether we have a sponsor or not for the rest of the basketball season. But for tonight, great team effort, but Cortland Skinner, our player of the game. Okay, really quick, let me wrap up the stats. All I have is scoring, but I can give you the scoring for the Ririe Bulldogs. Haley Robinson had 2, Bybee had 2, Lauren Robinson, had 6, Jensen had 11. The impressive thing there is she had 9 of those in the first quarter. She was red hot from 3 and the Bears shut her down. Still a great player. Young had 5 and Marsh had 3. And that's it for the Ririe Bulldogs, as the Bear Lake Bears defense was absolutely smothering. For the Bear Lake Bears, leading scorers we mentioned was Wells. She had 18. Skinner contributed to 14. One person we didn't mention, but she had a lot of great passes, and she had some great scoring opportunities herself and put up the third amount of points. Highest scoring total, I should say, is Peyton Crockett, one of the senior leaders on this team. She chipped in 8. Brindley Walker was next with 6, both from the 3-point line. Alleman had 5. Her contribution was much bigger than that, though, on the defensive end and just hustle plays. Her assists, she had some great passes. And then other scorers, Humphreys had 4, Hunter had 4, Bamey had 3, Pelto had 3. Romrell is the only Bear Lake Bear that played that did not score, but I don't think she took a shot, so I'm not going to say it was bad shooting. She just didn't get an opportunity. She had played great defense while she was out there, made her contributions other ways, but pretty much a balanced game, everybody scoring, everybody playing their role, scoring led by Wells and Skinner, but a fantastic team effort for the Bear Lake Bears.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know what to expect from the Bears replacing those 4 seniors last year, and then last Thursday night I was home sick in bed, so I didn't get to see that first game, but I'm very impressed with what I saw. Mm-hmm. Thank you to our fantastic cameraman over there, Ray Henry, back with us, doing a great job with the camera work. And these two bums I pulled out of the crowd. No, they're great. And I appreciate them being voluntold they were going to do the broadcast tonight. I semi-jokingly asked Keith, and he said, sure. And I'm like, awesome. I got it. Keith, thanks for coming up and contributing to us tonight. Might grab you again on another game if we need you. And Sam, who helped me through most of the football season, thanks for joining me on the basketball side of things. Sam has a state championship as a Bear Lake Bear, so
yep.
He does know what he's talking about when it comes to Bear Lake basketball. So thank you to them. Thank you back in the studio, Lisa, running the board back there. She had a couple people that she's training. And we're going to have to start thanking Ray's wife. I think she's helping out going forward. So she'll start to get some shout outs. And in the studio in Afton doing our producing is Haley. And I think thank you for that. It's not easy to produce a game when you're not even in the same state. But I appreciate what she did to make us look good and sound good tonight. And for everybody else on the SVI Sports Network, this is
Keith Withrich,
Sam Roberts,
and Jared Hillier saying good night, everybody.